Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and this is a quick update. A lot of people are asking me about the future of Microsoft Edge browser and when is it going to be removed or replaced by the Edge Chromium browsers. So Microsoft Edge, of course, being the browser that was built in Windows 10 from the start in 2015, of course, it's being replaced. We learned, of course, and talked about it on the channel. Gave you links to where to download the test versions. Of course, one of the things we were wondering is when all of this is going to be available to everybody. One of the things that now has changed this week is that the beta version has arrived. Now, this is and means we're actually getting close to what Microsoft probably will be releasing as the Edge browser with Chromium engine. That plus a leak that was happening yesterday. There was a leak of a stable version of Edge Chromium. We're starting to think that maybe the next version of Windows might actually have the Edge Chromium browser within. Not sure yet, of course, because there's no official announcements or anything. But one thing for sure is we're getting closer and closer to the official release of Edge Chromium. As for other versions, because Edge Chromium is available for multiple platforms, and if you look at the different versions, so we got the beta version and everything, but there are versions for Mac OS, Windows 7, Windows 8, and 8.1 right now of every channel. That means if you have an older Windows, you can actually get this. If you have a Mac computer, you can actually get Edge Chromium. I don't know how popular that's going to be on the Edge Chromium. One of the interesting aspects of this is that it's also going to be eventually available on other platforms. So right now, of course, one of the questions also people are asking is, when will it be available on iOS or Android? So what we have right now is the possibility to download Edge for Android and iOS, but it's still not the Chromium-based version. It's it's the regular Microsoft Edge browser, the regular one that was actually done for iOS and Android. So yes, eventually you'll have the Edge Chromium, and probably when it's kind of stable enough and Microsoft deems it's ready for everybody, that's when the Edge iOS and Android versions will appear. But they will also be available eventually for these platforms. Unfortunately, the Android version is better than the iOS version for those that have iPhones, which is sad because the Apple devices are closed down in such a way that you can't really control much. Browsers on Apple devices tend to be more like a skin over Safari than being its own real browser because they don't have the controls they need. On Android, it's much more of a real experience, which is kind of interesting. So you can, of course, check out all of this and see what you can get. But whatever you're using on your PC is going to be, of course, syncing with regular Edge on your devices also. So we're getting closer, and I think within the next month or 2 months from now, we might actually have something that will replace original Edge browser. For those wondering, is it close to be completed and all of that? One thing that I gotta say is that this browser is actually much more complete than the original Edge ever was when Windows 10 started in 2015. So already it's a good browser to use, and already it's pretty good. So it's kind of interesting to see this. Also, we learned that 1 million downloads of the Edge Insider or the Edge Chromium browsers have happened. That's kind of interesting. It's an interesting number. It's small when you compare it to the fact that there's 800 million people out there using Windows 10. But still, 1 million downloads is 1 million downloads. And if you want to try it out, you can go to the Edge Insider, of course, and check it out. It's stable enough and it's pretty good, and it won't actually mess up anything on your PC if you want to try it. And if you want to learn more about the different options, go to the Insider channel. There we talk about all the new features and all the details of these browsers, rather than just update like here to kind of give you some news about what's happening and when all of this will be released. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.